Good afternoon. Welcome to Why Does a Blood Cell Sickle? In this example, what I want to do is just really briefly give you the shortcut to trying to answer this question. To really understand why it's happening, I would suggest you go back and re-watch the video link. And if you have questions, come in to the office hours and we can talk about why that's happening. But here's how you answer this question. To look here in this column, it's G, the next column is A, the next column is T, and the next column is C. So to answer this question, what you want to do is look for the white bars that represents where the G nucleotide is. And the smallest one is at the bottom, the longest strands are at the top. So this down here would be our first base we would write down, which would be the nucleotide G. Then I would come to this column, which is T, T. So the first three nucleotides would be G, T, T. Then the next three letters would be C to the A column and then back to T. And I would work my way up, and that's how you find the DNA sequence. Now, the second part of that question is, because you are dealing with one side of the DNA, you want to find the other opposite side. So if you had GTT, then you would actually write CAA, which is the complementary side. Once you have that complementary side, CAA, that is the sequence you're going to use for DNA and transcribing the sickle cell. The third part of the lesson really is the third task today is for you to familiarize yourself with something called natural selection, which is a mechanism for how things can change. So this first part is a really short video, and then there's something I want to call the natural selection checklist. The natural selection checklist has some series of questions to ask you. And then once you've answered these three questions, you're just going to put yeses and nos, and then it's just an evidence statement. And what I want you to do is to follow the organism called the pocket mouse, and then fill in what we're studying and see if it's showing natural selection taking place. So our goal is to have this complete so next week we can do our lab.